stood and stared at it, marveled at its beauty, its genius. Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
Did you know that the first Matrix was designed to be a perfect human world where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Entire crops were lost. I realized that you're not actually mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment, but you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply, and multiply until every natural resource is consumed. And the only way you can survive is to spread to another area. There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus. I must get out of here. I must get free. And in this mind is the key, my key. Once Zion is destroyed, there is no need for me to be here. Do you understand? I need the codes. I have to get inside Zion. And you have to tell me how. You're going to tell me, or you're going to die.
What will happen now? We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
He among you who is without sin, let him cast the first stone.
Stand behind every word I say, and I don't really care if you see me fail. I make my miracles with bare hands. I build my own paradise.
Because of so-called guardians of legacy, we are not permitted to describe to you the hardcore they have with us tonight.
This is my law.
There's a lot of talk about this Jesus. I'm out of love, I'm out of strength. But what a man was 2,000 years ago means nothing at all to me today.
Marilyn Manson noted the universality of the satanic ethic when he observed, "The idea of Antichrist is an unspoken knowledge that every person has. It's just the acceptance of yourself as a powerful being who can make their own decisions. It's not someone with a 666 on their head." And Satanism is about worshiping yourself because you are responsible for your own good and evil.
What would you define being a Satanist as?
Worship of themselves. You're worshiping yourself when you worship Satan.
Who is Ar-Rahman? Who is Al-Mannan? La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Muhammad is the messenger. Allah is our
It's all a speck amid 100 billion stars in a galaxy we call the Milky Way. It's 60,000 trillion miles from one end to the other, and still that's just a fraction of the way. Cause there's 100 billion galaxies that stretch across the sky, filled with constellations, planets, moons, and stars. And still the universe extends to a place that never ends, which is maybe just inside a little jar. It's a great big universe, and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney, though we don't know how we got here. We're important from here. It's a big universe, and it's ours.
In that spiritual development, he emphasized two different sides of the same coin. One side is the tranquility, peace, stability of mind, and the other side is clarity and penetration, looking clearly at what's what. And those two things
do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible.
Buddhist meditation is
instead only try to realize the truth.
Ways to let go of
there is no spoon.
Wrong ways of thinking, dealing constructively with negative.
There is no spoons.
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
Which it has sufficient.
Sri Gurudev Namah Ashtapadi Simra Simra Simra.
Leave him.
Otacon fighting for?
A future. You can stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
What am I? What am I supposed to do?
Find something to believe in, and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Believe in what?
That's your problem.
God reveals his plan to save the world from his judgment. The Holy Scriptures speak of one who was to come and be the ultimate sacrifice for the sins of the world. As the ram took the place of Abraham's son, so this one who would come would take man's place, so he could be forgiven. Some refer to this person as the Messiah, the one who would come and reconcile the world back to God once and for all. So who was the Messiah? In the 1st century, a prophet came called Jesus. Some thought he was the one the prophet spoke about. Could this be? Did his life fulfill what was predicted of him? Was Jesus more than a prophet? What followed?